what is the algorithm in detail. So suppose we have a bound on R. Maybe I should call it R max, and choose a power of 2 bigger than R max. Or actually choose a power of 2 bigger than 2R max. And, well, I will write down the algorithm. We start with plus to the 2L, 0. That's here. Next, we take the compute f with x, and whatever is in the first register, we compute that in the second register. But this is just sum I equals 0 to 2 to the 2L I, where I is just the binary representation of the number. So is, and we need to divide by 2 to the L because we want this to be a unit vector. So we compute f. So this becomes sum to the 2L I f of I equals 0 to 2 to the 2L. Do the quantum Fourier transform. So that's 1 over 2 to the 2L, summation. I is a really bad letter to use because it's also the square root of -1. So let's use x. X. Okay, so the quantum Fourier transform takes x to, let's call it z f of x, z equals 0 to the 2L -1, e to the 2 pi I xz over 2 to the 2L. So we've taken x and taken the Fourier transform of it, and that gives us this. Now, what happens if we measure f of x? Well, we're going to get some value for f of x. And I'm going to leave out the normalization constant for the time being because the normalization constant just makes figuring out exactly what's going on with the normalization constant is possible, but it's a lot of tedious algebra, and I'll come back to it later. So without unnormalized, z equals 0 through to the 2L. So let's let x0 be the smallest x giving f of x. So this is going to be z of the form x0 plus y times r. Because when we measure f of x, we only get z, no, not z. When we measure f of x, we only get x equals x naught plus y r, f of x0, z e to the 2 minus 2 pi I x, well, xz, but x is in the form x0 plus yr z over 2 to the 2l. So what did we do? We measured f of x here, and we're just looking at the ones which give us f of x0, and we know all of these x's are the form x0 plus yr, and the phase factor doesn't change and z doesn't change. So now we have the sum, and we have to figure out how big it is. Well, we can write sum z equals 0 through 2 to the 2l, sum y equals 0 through 2 to the 2l over r, plus or minus 1 here, but that doesn't matter. F of x0, z, e to the 2 pi I x naught plus y r z over 2 to the 2l. And what is this? This is a geometric sum.